just gonna go ahead and get centered together and kind of clear the air and the energy by just taking a few deep breaths. And so you can go ahead and close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or just a gentle gaze down at the floor is fine. And you can go ahead and place your right hand over the center of your chest and your left hand over your low belly. And we'll just take 3 deep breaths here together like this, beginning with an exhale, letting all the air out. And a deep inhale. Opening the mouth. Oh. Good. 2 more like that. Deep inhale. Oh. And 1 more. Letting the hands rest down in the lap and gently opening the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and do some energy clearing for us. And beginning with the little sage smudging prayer that I like to say on this special plant. Thank you to Creator and Mother Earth and Sage Spirit for this beautiful healing tool. Please help us use this now to clear our energy fields of any old, stale, negative energies, making way for new, fresh energies of positivity, love, light, peace, joy, unity, oneness, harmony, healing, gratitude, abundance, and prosperity. All of the good things. And anything else that you'd like to add? We have such a long group tonight. I'm kind of do a little smoothie for you. Thank you. Just feeling the old energies just drifting away. And some for Allie too, and anybody else watching this on the replay.
Yeah, so do it.
Good. I'm just doing some sage smudging here. So if you want your energy cleared, I'll
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
A day of your meeting.
Just like more, but people keep saying like, yeah, because of all that energy there.
yes, and protecting yourself before you go too. Yeah,
Is your retreat lovely?
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about it. So good, yeah.
I'm glad
Yeah.
you did it.
Better than expected.
And so since you got your certification before that, you were able to, I mean, you were able to anyway. but
Yeah,
You felt like you
yeah, I felt more comfortable. I wanted to be certified before, like really talking, outwardly. Yeah. So,
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to get here, when you,
She actually had a D&D question. To hear me.
yeah, she can hear you, yeah.
Text me. Again.
Who is that just walked in?
Corinne.
Oh, Corinne, what's up, girl?
Did you hear me? I said you could text me later.
Oh, text you later.
Question, did you have like a DMV question?
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, okay, yes, I know what you're talking about. Sorry.
see you.
Knowing.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Gosh, I can't wanted to hear all about that. Brought my notebook. I'll just take notes on my phone.
Yeah. Well, because it's the new moon right now, we're going to tune in with the energies of the new moon and just do some intention setting, because that's what we do for the new moon. Usually, you can set intentions anytime, but this is a good time to use that energy. I used to lead moon circles, so I'm kind of going to be incorporating some of those little aspects into these circles, but you've been to my circle before.
Yeah.
You've been to one too, but a different kind. But just briefly, the energies of the moon, the way that I have learned to work with them in the most simple form is just when the new moon is, it's like a blank canvas. It's a fresh new time, and that's why we plant intentions. We plant those seeds to grow during the waxing phase until the full moon, and then when the full moon happens, then that's when you celebrate all the things that you've brought into your life, and then you can set intentions for releasing under the full moon, because then as it waxes, it wanes back to new, then it's like those energies are taking those things out of your life. So that's kind of how I learned to work with the moon cycle. There's lots of different ways people do it, but yeah. So with that in mind, we're going to go inward once again, just briefly. So if you're comfortable closing your eyes, you can do so, and just letting your hands rest down in your lap any way that's comfortable for you. So as we sit here, just turning inward with our eyes closed, we're going to really connect with the energy of Mother Earth, Grandmama Gaia. And so just feeling our bodies sitting here on the floor, just feeling the weight of the body. Just noticing your natural breath flowing in and out. The gentle expansion on the inhale and the release on the exhale. And just feeling the heaviness of your physical body sitting here on the earth. And taking a deep breath into the heart center, we're going to breathe light into the heart center now on the inhale. Exhale, expand the light to fill the body. Two more like that. Inhale, light into the heart. Expand, exhale. Inhale, light into the heart. Exhale, expand. Inhaling light into the heart again here. Next exhale, send a cord of light down through the lower chakras, all the way down through Mother Earth to connect with the heart of Mother Earth. And really feeling the anchoring down of that root, that cord going down all the way from your heart center down to the heart center of Mother Earth. And just seeing it as this golden white cord of light connecting you now. Letting your energy go down to Mother Earth, but also her very, very powerful energy also coming up the cord through your root chakra, all the way up into your heart, and you're expanding out to fill up the body. I'm tuning in now to the supportive, loving energy that Mother Earth has to offer us all the time. All of her wisdom, all of her natural, abundant qualities, all of the elements, all of the plants, all of the animals. I'm just really sending some gratitude and appreciation to her for providing us with everything that she does. So we're going to connect with her now, and in this connection, asking her for guidance in whatever it is that you are working on in your spiritual business, really allowing her to show you the way from Mother Earth's perspective. What should you be working on? What should your focus be moving forward? What seeds should you be planting now? What intentions are best for you to be setting? Or just sitting with this down, letting her wisdom and guidance come through for you. Letting your conscious mind thoughts just fall to the wayside and really allowing for her wisdom and guidance to come through without any question or judgment from you. So just noticing now, just taking notes of whatever it is. Sending some more gratitude to Mother Earth now. Thank you. Thank you for all of the wisdom and guidance that you've shared with us tonight and always. Bring the palms together to rub. Creating some heat here. And slowly coming to stillness in front of the heart center, taking another deep breath into the heart. Thank you, Mother Earth. You can let your hands rest down in your lap and gently open your eyes whenever you're ready. And since we all know about all of our spiritual businesses, we'll go ahead and do a little sharing about the meditation that we just did and whatever came through for you, and really use this as a planting seeds and intention setting exercise. So when we're kind of in a semicircle tonight because of the video, but when we sit together and we share these things with each other, it's such a powerful energy because we are reflecting these things back to each other, and it's so exciting to listen to each other and get excited about, you're getting excited about your own stuff that you're working on, but the people that are watching you and hearing you and feeling you talk are also getting excited, and so they're sending that back to you and you're amplifying it, and we're like reflecting it back, and it's just, this is such a magical thing to do. So yeah. Would anybody like to volunteer to go first?
She told me that space for peace doesn't just happen, that you have to create the space for your peace. And not to create that space and dwell within it, and not let other things pull me off of my focus of what I'm trying to do, because that's taking away from myself. It's allowing other energies outside of me to take away from myself which I have tried to get back to this whole time, and I just got here, you know? So that's what it was. It was create your space for peace, dwell within it, and don't let other things pull you off your focus.
Wow, that's some potent, real advice.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
and I saw the wormhole as soon as I closed my eyes.
So, yeah, gosh, I went straight to, this is gonna be a crazy story, which maybe I'll say later. I went straight to this property in Mexico and was able to like go down the road and like go through the gate and like go through the doors and like walk around inside this house that is a part of, the door is opening for this to be a part of my future. Which I'll explain later. And so I was able to like go and like look where the fireplace is gonna be and like walk through the back of the yard and like know that there needs to be like a pond with a water source, like a waterfall over in the corner, and just envisioning that. And then this lady who was at my retreat came through, and it's just like, holy shit, she's an angel who was sent to me. So, which I'll explain.
Oh, cool.
So there's a part of my retreat in Tulum where we go to this lovely lady who's from Washington's property, and she has this amazing cenote on her private land, and this amazing big sound healing room with all windows, and she has like maybe 10 gongs and like 60 sound bowls, like of every alchemy bowl you could ever imagine. So she's been doing it for like the last 25 years. And so that's where I took my retreat people to, for a journey. And I had opened up the thought of looking at places in Tulum to like buy, and I'm in no position at all, but I just, you have to like you have to like walk in it for it to like manifest, right? And so I just asked Joey, is her name, like, hey, do you have are there any places on your road that are for sale? And she's like, yeah, one place was sold, and then there's a couple other places, but they're like $1 million. And I was like, oh, well, that's way out of my budget. And so I met with a realtor during some free time when the girls were doing their own time, and like kind of looked around. And afterwards I was talking to one of the retreat girls and telling her about my vision, and she was like, I would love to invest in something like that. And so, long story short, the property that had sold is not sold, like it fell through. And the lady who was at my retreat is going to buy it and is going to give me a year to get my shit together and invest in it. Or she's going to, in a year, loan me, make an owner carry for 50% of it.
Oh my God.
And I'm just like, is this real right now? Like, is this really real? Because she's getting a loan from her friends, and it's like, I'm trying to make it to where you don't have to pay anything for a year. And I have this inheritance that's coming in a year, and I'll pay off the whole loan, and then I will loan you for 50% of it. And we'll do like an owner's carry. And she's all, then we'll be partners.
Wow.
And I'm like, are you serious? And so, yes, my vision. Yeah.
That's
So
amazing.
just honing in on that. And
Is that the girl that just random, like, on a limb, you hadn't met,
she came to the retreat.
but she's living out in another state?
Yeah, so she is from California, but lives in Peru and has a son in Peru, and she's going through some major life changes, and was like, well, I'm supposed to go to Peru, but I'm gonna stop in Mexico for some healing. And like, She's like, I looked at the website for like 2 seconds and like clicked it, booked it. And when she came, she was like, I don't want to know anything. I have no vision, because everything was just too overwhelming. So like leaving, going, I'm going to invest in this property and I can't do it alone. Me. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm scared. So, yeah.
But you just met at the retreat, right? Wow.
Yeah.
Epic.
Yeah, so connecting to Mother Earth, she took me there, and I'm just gonna keep growing that. Yeah. Yeah. I trust
It's a
the
magical
universe.
place, huh? It's been calling me for years,
Yeah.
but I just need to go.
You need to go.
Yeah, on my, I'm definitely making it happen next year.
Yeah.
For sure. It gets happening.
Yeah. And so this place is right across the street from the cenote place. So when the
That's
cenote
amazing.
is,
Wow.
Yeah.
so.
So like
It's
it was
like
that
that area.
retreat.
Yeah. I have that access, and it's in the jungle, and the property itself is titled, which is really hard to come by because the Mayans don't like to give titles to their jungle. It's usually like this, like lease, like it's very hard to get titled land, and this piece is titled, so.
Cool. Wow. Yeah. Spirit is orchestrating things for you.
I know. I'm like, I mean, I just met with the realtor, I didn't know it could go so fast.
You stepped into that calling too of serving, you know, and bringing people down there for a retreat, and you answered that. And then you're like, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, that was my vision. That was my vision. Connecting to her, she showed me that. And then I kind of asked a little something of like, can I have both worlds of like my husband and my family and that? And but I didn't get an answer to that. Because I'm like, am I just being like, I want all of it? I want to keep all of it, you know? So I was like,
And sometimes our
Possible.
answers aren't, we're right at that moment.
yeah,
Either we have to wait to figure them out, or.
right. I think because that's my biggest fear is like if I like venture down this and it's in Mexico and like would be like separating my energies from like my home and like my family. And so that's scary for me because
Yeah.
I've never done something like this before, you know, so it was big enough to just like do a week-long retreat. So, and, yeah. So, we should see.
Trust in the process, if it's meant to be, it'll all unfold and beautiful.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
think too, when you have any, well, because like any codependent stuff or anything like that can be hard for us too. Like if we have that, it's like
Oh, yeah.
you're torn between like, you know.
Yeah. If my husband doesn't know anything right now, like I'm like totally scared to tell him, but I have this feeling he can go, you're crazy.
Yeah.
And so I think like having that, I'm so, because of my codependency, like because I'm at my core codependent, but I'm recovering, that it's hard for me to like be the lead, like the leader of my path. You know, I'm used to like having like someone in the house or something that I'm like following or I'm like taking care of, you know, and it's like, this is me and take like my vision that I have to like hold and nurture. And I'm not used to holding my own vision and nurturing it and holding other people's vision and nurturing it. So,
That's part of our path as recovering codependents, I think, is go fully just going with our passion and our fire and becoming a leader. I feel like that is the path,
right.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah, but still having all of our amazing tools from being codependent, because we gain so many great tools from being codependent, of like how to nurture someone and how to like hold other people's energies. Like,
Right.
I feel like we have set, that's where a lot of our gifts come from, is the unfortunate of the codependency.
Yeah.
The way of looking at it.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like now learning the balance of like doing that for ourselves. Yeah. It feels so good. It does. It's scary.
Yeah.
And it feels good. Yeah.
Yeah. For the nervous system, someone's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Corinne? What came to you?
Well, just like coming into this space was already just like so healing. And I had a moment where I was feeling kind of swirly. But I was able to kind of like dip in to like my heart center, and I thought, okay, like what is like the message? And the message is like, for me, it's like even just coming here and making this space for this time, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it, but I was like, this is like where I need to be, because I mean, for me right now, my vision is to really step more into the somatic breath work. My vision, and I really feel like where like Mother Earth is kind of leading me down the path, is to step into some like plant medicine. I'm going to start working with Connie and doing like maybe some microdosing with San Pedro, and really dipping more into like letting go of any fears that I have around like doing something like holding the space for a breath workshop and having a space where I invite other people to do that. And really not only having the vision, but then like having everything, like the thought, the feeling, and then the feet, like doing all the alignment work, like it's all integrated, like, okay, here I'm taking the action. And so I think for me, it's really about taking action and knowing that I have the universe, that I have people to help facilitate that, and that I'm guided. I feel like it is really time for me. I'm definitely in like a transition phase, even though sometimes I feel like, you know, it's like they always say when you kind of feel like, out of like, just kind of crazy, that's like you're on the verge of a breakthrough. It's like, you know, like you feel like you're having a breakdown, but it's like you're on the verge of like a breakthrough. I feel that energy, you know, so sometimes I'm just like, I'm feeling like I'm not as disciplined, like where I need to be. Like I definitely feel like my discipline is off. Like I'm just feeling a little bit scattered, but then I'm also feeling that I'm grounded too. It's like I'm in between both worlds. And so I feel like for me, it's really stepping into the somatic breath work even more, and trusting that that's the path that I want to go down to help serve people and hold space for people, because I believe so much in what it does. And just talking about like our nervous system, you know, I think like anytime anybody, I know Connie is here tonight to help really like talk more about that. And I'm so excited because I just love everything about somatic breath work. And I believe that it, especially like with our codependency or with like our nervous system or things that we're working on, it can help tap into letting all that stuff go. Like, you know, we get so caught up here, but it's like, where is it in our body that's holding us back that we don't realize? So I just feel like tonight it just feels really good to just be here and just be with other women and be grounded and be taking care of myself.
How about you, Allie? Do you want to share anything? Oh, we have another person on here. Oh, hello.
Hi, I'm sorry I'm late. I hope it's okay.
Yeah, no worries.
If it's not, I can leave.
No, that's okay. That's fine. Yeah. Tell me your name again.
Jess, we connect. Are you Amelia? If so, we connected on Instagram.
Yes. Hi, I'm Amelia. Yes. We're just doing
Nice to meet you.
sharing about our intentions moving forward with our businesses. So that's what we're circle sharing right now about. So I'm gonna invite my friend Allie, who's on here also on the Zoom, to share, and then if you have anything to share, you can share too. Allie, are you there?
I'm here. Yeah, so that was an awesome guided visual. Thank you. And I would say I got quite a few messages actually. I've been doing podcasts and like talking to people all day, so which isn't like pretty out of the norm for me. And just talking about how scattered I feel because I'm like doing so much and offering services that are very different. Like I have an embodiment sculpting where it's like pretty physical based, almost like materialistic, but once you get into it, you realize that's not what it's about, at least when I'm doing it. And then I have these like high frequency, super kind of out there, channeling higher self sessions that I feel like the people that I'm talking to like aren't with one or the other, but I'm sharing all the messages all together. And so the very first podcast me and Amy did was called Being Seen and Being Heard. And so that was the first message I got from Grandmama Gaia, was just, it's time to be seen and be heard authentically. And just like, it was funny because Francisca said something last week. She was like, yeah, not everyone can handle Ali's energy, because I'm just like super lit. I'm always just like that crazy girl. And I totally get that. Like, some people just really can't handle my energy. I'm a lot, so that's fine. But I think like being that now, and like being comfortable in that now, and not giving a flying F like what anybody thinks, is attracting the people that can mess with me and can hear the messages coming through me. And so I'm just learning to she just kind of guided me to seeing like, you're like, being you is going to attract the exact beings that you're supposed to be helping in the exact ways you're supposed to be helping. So that was cool. And then just the other thing she pointed out was I feel really scattered too, just like working on like hella different projects, working on like a proposal for an intentional community, and doing some like plant medicine stuff, and making it, and homeschooling, and all the things, right? And I'm just like, okay, well, what do I focus on? Like, can I just find one freaking thing and just like put all my energy into it? And she just showed me like the roots of a tree, just like spreading itself, and it's like, it's not one root. It's many roots, and I'm putting these roots down to anchor this new earth into existence, and that takes all of these things, all the things, right? So she just said, follow your bliss, like do what feels good at the time, and it will come, like build it and it will come, like all that. So that was really cool. I'm glad I did that, because that brought me some clarity I was seeking. So thank you, Amelia.
Yay. That's awesome. And how about you, Jess? Would you like